Welcome everyone to the NowSite My AI onboarding training today. We do this onboarding every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We're going to show you the basics of the NowSite system along with the NowSite Nav and with the social to lead. So we'll show you exactly how to use those things. First of all, I want to welcome everybody. If you are brand new, please put a 1 in the chat for me. Put a 1 in the chat if you are brand new. If you've never been here before, good, great. We've got 2 new people here. Fantastic. Jacqueline and Darren, well, welcome today. I'll show you exactly how this system's going to work. So first of all, and let me show you where you will find your replay at. So let me grab this. Oh, that's bizarre. The live did not go. All right, well, let's try that. Maybe this will kick it in. Let me try to hook that in again. Facebook isn't messing this thing up. There we go. All right, hopefully that will happen. All right. So let me show you where your replay will be. First of all, you'll find your replay here at the official corporate NowSite group. The official corporate NowSite group is where you will find your replay at. You will also find different meetings here. Anytime there is a special meeting, like on a Thursday of something new or something that they're launching, you will find that right here. You'll also see that we stream every day on Facebook, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific as well. And so you'll have your recording right there. If you want to know more about me, my name is Elizabeth Larson. I'm a personal and business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, author, speaker, and a professional network marketer. I've been building online for a very long time, teaching everything from websites, blogging, social media, and business building. So if you want to know more about me, you can come over to my page here. Feel free to friend me. You can follow me, but friends are more fun. And of course, I can then see your page as well, or your posts. And if I ever see anything, I can give you a bit of a hand with that. Also, feel free to message me if you have any questions. So we're going to get started here today. Now, what this call is about, first of all, if you have come in with a company who purchased the NowSite system and put it into the company system, or if you came in with a team leader, you're going to have a certain set of things that are built in for you. If you came in through the regular way of NowSite has still built a system that makes it easy for you to succeed. They have proven strategies for social media, lead generation, and sales that are built into NowSite, so you don't have to figure it all out on your own. If you ever struggled with knowing what to post, how to talk to new prospects, or how to turn conversations into actual sales, you are not alone. Most network marketers start with zero experience in sales and marketing, and that's okay. The good news, NowSite's built a system that makes it easy. There's no more guessing, no more stressing. It's your personal sales and marketing assistant that helps you post, talk to new people, and close more sales. So let's talk about what this call is about. In the next 30 minutes, I will show you how NowSite is going to help you with posting on social media, even if you don't know what to say, generating leads so you always have new people to talk to, and closing sales so you can grow your business faster. So let's dive in. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So first step is talking about social media engagement. And the problem we're going to solve is I don't know what to post. Most network marketers don't post, consistently because they don't know what to say. They see leaders posting all the time, but they don't know where to start. The solution is one-click AI social media posts. So we're going to do a demo of this for you so you can see the one-click social media post. So when you click on that, you're going to come over here and you come over to post on social media and you can hit this surprise me button. The surprise me button is a one-click generator that will make a social media post for you. And when you click on that, it is going to go through all of the information it's learned about you through the onboarding time of when you first signed up for the system, and then everything that it's learned about you for each day that you've used the system. So it's going to look at all of that different information, and then it's going to make you a post. So here's our one-click post. Bravery isn't just about facing dangers head on. It's about stepping forward when fear tries to hold us back. Celebrate those powerful moments of courage today. Share your story and inspire others to face their fears and triumph. Ready, set, roar courageously. Okay, so I have this beautiful post now. This is customizable for any platform, so it is going to, the ones that are built in here are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. Each time you click on one of these, it will rewrite the post for that specific platform. You also have the ability to change the image. So if you don't like the image that it gave you, you can click change image. You could do an image search, and you can search in here and choose a different photo and then add in that different photo. You can also put writing on the photo and edit the photo as you see fit. So the AI picks high quality images, and you can tweak all of that content. So then you have that. When we get started, it can post right into your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. And the way that works is you come over here and you do this. You put in your photo that it gave you, and now you have a post very quick, very easily created a post, and it's as simple as that. Now, you do not have to integrate your social media platforms with the system. All you have to be is logged into them. So next, let's talk about a selfie AI. Now, selfies are the thing that get a lot of attention, and they're really great at being able to, let's do this, be able to create engagement posts. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to come over to our NowSite system, and then we'll click on post social media, and we're going to click on the selfie AI. Selfie AI allows you to take a selfie, and then the AI will create an engaging post around it. So we go ahead and hit engage, and let's grab that post right here. I'll grab this one right here. And then I have this photo of myself I can engage in, and absolutely beautiful day at the beach here today, period. So thankful for the life I get to live here in California. Okay. And now I can hit generate. When I hit generate, the photo it's going to look at the photo, and then it's going to look at the writing that I've put in here. And then it will put all of that into the AI and look at against all the information that I've already placed into the AI. And as it does that, it's going to be looking at all that information, and then it's going to create a great post for me. Now, the photo that's uploaded, the AI is actually looking at the details of that photo. So if there's writing on the photo, it will put all of that in. And there we have. Feeling absolutely blessed today. Just me, the beach, and endless gratitude for this amazing California life. Let's chase our dreams and soak in the beauty around us. Here's to living our best lives. How are you embracing your moments today? Okay. So that is the selfie AI. Jacqueline, I'll have a time for questions here shortly. So what are your results? 92% of new users will post in their first 7 days. More engagement means more people noticing you and your business, and it's guaranteed to double engagement in 30 days or your money back. So now that you're posting and getting engagement, let's talk about how to turn those posts into actual leads. So the next step of this is lead generation, and the problem we're going to solve is I don't know how to generate leads. Posting is great, but what's next? How do you take engagement and turn it into leads? How do you make business posts that get people to raise their hand and say, I'm interested? So the solution is AI generated business posts and compliance. Now, with that, we're going to come over here And we're going to select a pre-built profile. Now, if you came over from a company that brought you over, or you had a team leader that turned you onto the system, you will find that you have a pre-built profile right in here under business or product. If you came here and just found NowSite on your own, there's no problem. You can click add new here and you can create your own business profile right there. So as we make our business post, we will pull down one of these, and today let's use send out cards. All right. And I'll put a caption or an upload in here. And let me grab this photo right here. And who knew the power of sending a card could do so much for my life and business, period. Choosing to start my own business was empowering. However, choosing a business that was so people focused was transforming, period. Okay. So now I'm talking a little bit about the product and the business, right? And this is for a company called Send Out Cards. I do lots of demos every single day of different companies, but I'll just choose this one for today. And then I hit generate. So as I'm talking about this, again, the AI is going to go and look at the photo. It's going to examine the photo, and it is going to look at the information here against all of the information that it already knows about us. Now, if you have a pre-built profile, the key messaging from that's team approved will already be in there, and it will have the correct disclaimers, the FTC compliance. And if you came over from a team leader or company, it will have your unique referral link in there. If not, you can add that on your own. All right, here's my post. And who knew the power of sending a card could do so much for my life and business? Choosing to start my own venture was empowering, but selecting one that's so people focused was truly transforming. Here's to nurturing meaningful relationships, one beautiful card at a time. Okay, great. I've got the post. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is a compliance check. The compliance check is going to make sure that it is following the rules of compliance that are set for your country. So when I hit compliance check, it is automatically going to check the post for compliance. It's going to instantly rewrite any risky claims to be 100% compliant, and it ensures FTC and company compliance automatically. So as it is looking at this, it's going to tell me what kind of risk the original post was. My original post was a very low risk. So I'm good to post my content. It's not really choosing anything. It's not changing anything because it was already low risk. So I'm going to update and hit get started. Then I can go ahead and make my post. And as I make my post on social media, I'm going to post my copy in here. I'm going to take my photo and post it. And now I have a very quick and easy post to talk about my business. So the results are more professional, high converting business posts and confidence in posting without fear of compliance issues. So step 3 is closing sales. Now you're posting and people are engaging. You're generating leads, but how do you actually close those leads and turn them into sales? So here's the next problem we're going to solve. I don't know how to close sales. I have interested people, but how do I move them forward? What do I say next? How do I guide a conversation in the way that actually leads to a sale? So the solution is Social to Lead and NowSite Nav, your AI powered sales partner. So we're going to do a demo of that. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to upload a screenshot of a social media profile. The AI is going to auto-populate that into the CRM. It's going to pull in the contact details, interest, and engagement history, and it's going to give us insight on this person. So let's go ahead and find somebody that we can grab their profile Um, let's see, find somebody here that we were interacting with. Let's do Pamela. Let's do Paul Richmond. All right. So I'm going to click on Paul Richmond's profile. And when I do, we're going to find him here. I'm going to click like this. I'm going to take a screenshot of his profile. I'm going to come over to the NowSite system. I'm going to come over to the home page, and I'm going to hover over this purple button up here. When I do that, it says welcome to Nav. I'm going to select a business profile, and since today we're working out with the send out cards program, we'll do that. And then we'll hit get started. When we do this, we hit chat, and then we hit new lead. So right now it's going to take a second for it to wake up and come to life. As soon as it comes to life, we're going to click on new lead. And when we do that, we will upload the profile that we want to use, which is the screenshot that I took of Paul's thing. Now, because I have different profiles, it does take a second for it to pull up one. And now I'm going to hit new lead. I'm going to upload, and I'm going to upload the screenshot that I took of this. Now, as I upload Paul's screenshot, what the system is going to do is it's going to auto-populate his information into the CRM that's built into the NowSite system. It's going to pull in the contact details, the interests and engagement history. It's going to give insight into Paul's personality, and it's going to tailor the approach for me to speak with Paul. Now, the AI, because of the nav part of this, it's going to give me the navigation, which is the step-by-step of what to do with him. So the AI will suggest the best next step based on the prospect. It will recommend the perfect message to move the sale forward, and it guides you step by step so you always know what to do. So the results, you're never going to wonder what to say next again. You're going to have more confidence in closing conversations and more sales with less stress. So as the AI is analyzing the personality and looking at all of these different things, it's uploading, it's going against a database. I think there's 2 million people in the database. So it's pulling against the database of what it knows about Paul already. It's creating the sales plan. It's enriching the person by finding out what social medias he's on. And now here we have our information complete. So we're going to come over here to the sales plan. And when we do, it's going to tell me exactly what to start doing. I'm going to reach out to Paul and initiate a contact with him by expressing genuine interest in his professional background and current role at the virtual command center. I'm going to aim to build rapport and understand his relationship goals. I'm going to share a relatable story the next day, and then I'm going to offer some tailored suggestions the next day after that. So it's giving me my step-by-steps for this particular business. It's going to, right here, if I click on notes, any notes that I've put in on Paul will show up here. The history of everything I've done with him is here. The lists, if I do email marketing out of this, it is going to help me with that, and I can put him on certain lists with my email marketing. Here is the enhanced info. So the enhanced info here, I have all of his information, his phone number, emails, all of these different things. More info right here, and then his personality analysis. So it says his personality is competitive, committed, and vigorous. He tends to work like a general, bold, pragmatic, skeptical, extremely goal-driven, and most comfortable with control. So now I know how his personality is, so I know how to adapt my conversation to his personality. His behavior, they will most likely try to win an argument, but you can persuade them more easily by playing to their more logical qualities. Focus the conversation on how to help them use time and resources effectively. If they find any flaws in your argument, they will consider the matter closed. So knowing that going into a conversation with him is important. It's going to tell me how to do a meeting with him, the stressors he may experience, what it's like working with him, how to book a meeting with him, how to give him the pitch, how to present to him, how to build rapport with him, what the problem approach is like with him, urgency and pace, discussing money and creating urgency. So it's giving you all the steps by steps of what it's like to talk to Paul. Now, the sales plan says to reach out to Paul and initiate contact with him. I'm going to go ahead and hit message, and I'm going to start a conversation with him. Hey, Paul, first of all, thank you for your service, period. I know you are an amazing leader, period. I'm curious if you are still engaged in your military career or if you're mostly focused on your entrepreneurial career now. So I can generate the message that I'm going to send to him. When I do that, I can copy to clipboard. And if that ever comes up, I can just go like this, and then I can come over to Paul's profile. There he is. I can click on message and I can send him a direct message and start that conversation with him. Once I do that, I will come over to the nav where it says chat, and I will update what I have done with him. So I'll start chatting and I'll say, please update Paul. I reached out to him and asked him if he's still engaged in his military service or if he's more focused on his entrepreneurial career now, period. I started this conversation so I could find out if the Send Out Cards program would be relevant to him and helping him in his business, period. All right. Then I add this in. As I do that, the nav is going to look at everything. And again, it's going to update that profile for him of what my next steps are. It's going to recognize that I did the initial contact, and then it's going to tell me the next steps of how I engage with him. So again, the results are you're never going to wonder what to say next. You're going to have more confidence in closing conversations, which means more sales with less stress. So in a second here, it's going to update, and then I'll show you what that looks like here. Now, again, the AI is looking at all of his information again, because as it's looking at everything and putting this in, it's deciding what the best next move is based on his personality, his engagement, and what we told the system that we're doing. So I've updated Paul's sales plan to include sharing a relatable story about how personalized cards have helped other entrepreneurs. I've also noted your discussion about his military service and entrepreneurial focus. If you need any more updates or changes, let me know. Okay, so we've got that done. So now when I go over to Paul, that will be updated in here of what I do. I've already done this. Now I'm going to do the next steps on the next days, and the system will remind me to do that. So how do you get started using this program? First of all, most of you are actually already using it, so you're all set. If you are referred over here by somebody else, you will want to get back with that person to get the link to sign up. They may have a special thing for you. If you are brought over here by a company that's integrated our system into theirs, or a team leader who has put this together for you, you'll want to get back with them to be able to get that link to go ahead and register. So the system is already set up for you. Once you sign up, the system's set in, you just plug in and go. There's no experience needed. The AI handles the hardest part. It's one-click social media, lead generation, and closing sales, and it's guaranteed to double engagement in the first 30 days or your money back. All right, so what questions do we have today? Anybody has any questions about this? Hi, Darren.
Hello.
Quite a shirt.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
I can see why, because it's fabulous.
Yeah. So I'm I'm wondering what the benefit of creating multiple business profiles would be because so my company's there, and then my own personal one is there.
Mhm.
But I'm wondering, is it beneficial for me to create my own? Let's say if I'm doing something like else, like I'm
Right.
not like talking to a prospect, maybe I'm commenting on profiles. Is that beneficial?
It can be absolutely. So the business profiles I have in my system, I have one for my coaching business. I have one for my network marketing business. I have a plain one that's just me as a human being because sometimes I don't want any of that information in there because I'm just going back and forth with people just starting conversations. I have friends who have also started, done separate profiles for specific products because they've also used the marketing system where they've built a funnel. So you use that same profile for the funnel. And so what that does is it makes it very product focused, especially if you're going to do a product post. So that specific product one, it can have exactly what you want in there and not want in there. So I love the idea of having lots of different profiles for lots of different things. And you have unlimited profiles, so there's no limit to how many you can have.
Okay. Okay. And then would you recommend me using my company's profile when I'm doing like most of my prospecting or like using because like I have one that's like just me as well, and that's kind of where my question comes from. I don't want it to just be like the me, the me one.
Right. It can depend. So for some companies, they really prefer you to use the profile that they've set up for you. But other times when you're just kind of starting conversations at the beginning, just using your regular one about yourself is just, I'm genuinely talking about baseball or surfing or whatever, just getting to know people. You may be able to just kind of keep the engagement more personal and create relationship that way, as opposed to always going to your product or business. If you have a team leader or company that's training in a specific way, of course, you always want to follow what they say. However, if you're just trying to create new conversations and new relationships, using that personal profile can be very beneficial.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate you. I followed you too on Facebook.
Yay! Well, I'll follow you back. All right. Thank you. Okay, Jacqueline, did you still have a question, hon?
Yeah, I do. So in an effort to whatever keep personal life and private life apart, I run a Mac computer. So I use Safari for all my personal stuff. I use Chrome for all my work stuff.
Hmm.
So Facebook is in Safari. This Now site is in Chrome. So when you were doing all the copy paste, is that going to be able to go back and forth from, or do I need to create whatever, my Now site in my Safari? Doesn't
Uh,
matter.
I'll tell you what one of my business partners did. He normally runs Safari for most of his personal stuff and then has some of his business stuff over in Chrome. He created a separate profile in Chrome. So you can have multiple profiles in Chrome. He created a separate profile for Chrome for his Now site and then just his social medias. So those are the only things in there so that he could keep more control of his privacy stuff. The problem is if you're using one in Safari and one in Chrome, you're going to get some cross conflict of when it goes over to open it up. It's going to look like you're not logged in or things like that. So I would choose one to do it in. And then if you're concerned about privacy, make a new profile within that because you can have multiple profiles in your Chrome also, but make a new profile and then have your social medias logged into there with your Now site. And those are the only things in there. That's what he found was the best solution for him.
Okay. And when you were answering Darren, just for clarification and clarity,
Yeah.
so I'm doing this on my own, whatever, Eldon, Takeda,
Yeah.
who set, referred me, whatever, but we don't
Right.
work together.
Right.
So when you said multiple, and I think Darren said profiles, I mean, I'm doing this on my own for work, but I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I mean, I don't care if people look at my personal, I don't have anything to hide there. But you mentioned profiles there also. Is that within NowSite? So I could have a work profile, a personal
Yep.
profile. Okay.
Yep. Let me show you how that would work.
Yes, please.
Because I actually do social media for some people too. I do their whole social media account for them. I've been hired for that.
Okay.
And so this is really great to be able to do that with. So when you have these profiles, let me come over here. You're right here. When you come over to this little suitcase looking thing, business or product profiles, this is my demo account. It's not my real account, but
Okay.
you can have one for personal, like this Elizabeth Larson one. No, this is my coaching one. So you can have one for personal. You can have one for each one of your businesses. You can have one for each one of your products that you like to promote, each one of your different things. I even have ones like I have a couple of people where they've hired me just to do all their social media, in the background. And so I have a profile that's just them talking as them. And what ends up happening is when you come over here to over here, when you pull down that profile, it knows to use that set of information only, that it doesn't use everything else, that it's constrained within that information that it's using. So I have a gentleman that I do. He's a coach and he's done some interviews with like Jack Canfield and stuff like that. And so I actually do all of his social media now. He doesn't like doing social media, so he just hired me out. He's like, just do my social media for me. So I pull that profile down and then it sounds more like him instead of sounding more like me. And that's the thing I love about the profiles. So use them, play with them, and then if you end up with questions about them, come back to the onboarding and then we can always answer your questions about those.
Okay. And then one more question. You keep referring to the nav system. I know that's a newer
Feature.
feature
Mhm.
that you offer. And I guess my question is, just starting out, how imperative is it that I jump on that today versus let me just get my feet wet with what I got in front of me, give it 30, 60 days, whatever, and then embark on the nav?
Well, the thing about the nav is it's giving you the next steps for the people that you're working with. So it's one of those things that if you use the whole system together, it's like uh the My AI part of it, it gives you the post. And then after that, once you like, let's say Tina, I love Tina. Okay, so Tina and I know each other. So Tina interacts with one of my posts. Instead of guessing what to say next to Tina, I can put Tina's profile right in. The nav's going to give me the whole roadmap as I continue to go on. So I don't have to think about what are the next steps in this conversation to lead to the product conversation or the business.
Okay.
If you're really super great at stuff like that, it's probably not as imperative, but if you struggle in those areas, it's an incredible benefit to have something that says this is your next step because you don't have to try to overthink it.
Okay. And to me, that would be more my LinkedIn versus maybe my Facebook, although maybe occasionally on Facebook,
Right.
somebody may or may not respond with a work comment, but I think
And
it'd
it
be
does LinkedIn also. So it
right.
will take in
Be
all
more
of that LinkedIn
convenient.
information.
Okay.
Then the other thing that it's doing, Jacqueline, is it also is going to put that person against a database. There's like over 2 million people in the database. And so it's going to try to find the match of that person in there also to bring up other additional information that may not be shown on LinkedIn.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
Mhm.
All right. Any other questions today? No? Okay. Let's make this a wonderful Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be back with the NowSite onboarding for the My AI Nav and Social Delete. If you'd like to see this onboarding again, if you're unsure about a part or anything like that, feel free to come back. We do this every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. And if you're anything like me, when the questions come when I'm cooking dinner, not during the training where, oh, why didn't I ask this? So if you end up with those questions during dinner, come on back tomorrow and we can answer those questions then. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for being here, y'all. And I'll see you back tomorrow if you decide at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, everybody. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate that.
Ariel. Love you.
Love you too.
Recording stop.